Late nights once felt endless, when you stayed awake listening to distant sounds and holding small worries like loose change. You thought tiredness was temporary then, something sleep could fix by morning. Time moved quietly afterward, stacking days together. Looking back, that younger self feels familiar yet far away, shaped by moments no one marked, carrying effort without witnesses, learning endurance before understanding what it cost inside them slowly alone. There was a season when your name was spoken often, when people noticed what you carried and asked how you were doing. That season faded without announcement. Responsibilities replaced attention, and fatigue settled into your bones. You adapted quietly, becoming reliable, becoming invisible. Memory holds those shifts gently. They explain why exhaustion now feels layered, not sudden, shaped by years of showing up even when acknowledgment stopped around you constantly. You remember evenings when laughter came easier, when rest felt earned instead of overdue. Back then, effort still felt connected to meaning. Over time, meaning thinned, or maybe it hid. You kept moving anyway. Fatigue became a background hum. It did not announce itself. It simply stayed. Memory traces this change without blaming you, noticing how survival slowly replaced reflection during long, ordinary days that passed without pause, quietly onward. Some nights you replay small moments, wondering when tiredness became part of your identity. It was not one event, it was accumulation. Years asked more than they returned. You adjusted your posture, your expectations, your voice. Memory does not accuse you for this. It simply records how you learned to function while carrying weight that was never named aloud by others or recognized during ordinary conversations back then at all. You can trace your tiredness through objects and places: a chair you favored, a road you drove too often, a room where silence lingered. These memories are not dramatic. They are faithful. They show how persistence shaped you. Time passed, and you remained. Exhaustion grew familiar. Memory honors this continuity, holding together who you were and who you became without erasing the effort that carried you forward daily, still quietly. At some point, you stopped explaining how tired you felt. Words seemed inefficient. You learned silence instead. That silence was practical, not dramatic. It kept things moving. Looking back, memory sees that choice clearly. It understands how exhaustion can become disciplined, organized, almost polite. This was not weakness. It was adaptation shaped by long responsibility, carried over years, while expectations continued without pause or relief, for you alone then quietly. Think of the moments you were present but unnoticed, contributing without applause. Those moments collected. They shaped your pace. Memory remembers them carefully. In that remembering, Jesus appears not as interruption, but as familiarity. Someone who recognizes the weight of long days. No evaluation, no correction. Just awareness that tiredness carries history, and history carries dignity, formed slowly through living, working, and continuing, despite limited recognition from others around you. He is present in memory as one who remembers you fully, including fatigue. Not to fix it, not to rename it, simply to hold it without judgment. This presence respects who you have been. It does not rush you forward. It stays with the continuity of your life, acknowledging effort as part of identity, not a flaw needing explanation after long seasons where energy quietly dissolved over time for you. Exhaustion does not erase your worth. Memory proves this by keeping your story intact. You are the same person who once hoped freely, now moving more slowly. Jesus recognizes that continuity. He sees the thread, not the speed. In this recognition, nothing needs to change. There is only acknowledgement of how far you have carried yourself across ordinary years, filled with effort, patience, and quiet persistence without display or praise. This moment is not about relief. It is about being seen across time. Memory settles gently here. Jesus remains as witness, not solution. Your tiredness is allowed to exist as it is. You are not behind. You are continuing. The past, the present, and your name remain connected, held with calm respect, in shared remembering, without demand, without urgency, simply present within the fullness of life as it has been. Memory returns to ordinary mornings, when your body rose before your spirit agreed. You moved through routines learned long ago, practiced enough to require little thought. Exhaustion sat beside you like an old companion. Time did not ask permission. It simply continued. Looking back, you see how consistency replaced enthusiasm, how dignity formed through repetition, and how staying became its own quiet strength over many uncelebrated days, without announcement, ever. Sometimes memory lingers on faces that never noticed your tired eyes. Conversations stayed practical, efficient, unfinished. You carried yourself carefully, minimizing needs, maximizing usefulness. Years rewarded function more than feeling. Exhaustion learned to hide politely. In reflection, Jesus stands as one who notices the pause between breaths, the effort behind steadiness, remembering you without measuring productivity or outcome, simply acknowledging the cost of continuing unseen for long. Seasons quietly now. There were times rest felt undeserved, as if stopping required permission you never received. Memory traces that belief gently. It shows how responsibility became habit. You learned to keep going, even when no one asked anymore. Exhaustion followed. In this remembering, Jesus does not challenge your choices. He understands how endurance grows from necessity, how tiredness can be honorable when it comes from care rather than neglect over time consistently. Memory also holds moments of quiet pride you rarely admit. You managed, you remained, you adapted. These truths exist alongside fatigue. Time did not erase your identity, it refined it. Jesus remembers that refinement without commentary. He sees continuity rather than loss. The tired version of you is still you, carrying the same values, shaped by years of faithful presence and restrained perseverance through ordinary demands, met daily, quietly now. Some nights, you wonder if anyone recalls how hard you tried. Memory answers slowly. It keeps record without praise. In that record, Jesus stands as witness, not evaluator. He recognizes effort without turning it into identity. You are more than your tiredness, yet your tiredness belongs to your story. This balance remains intact here, honoring both endurance and personhood without pressure to change or perform for anyone else now quietly. Memory moves gently between who you were and who you are. There is no sharp division. Exhaustion did not replace you. It accompanied you. Years layered responsibility onto hope. Jesus remembers each layer without sorting them. He holds the whole picture. This remembering does not rush toward improvement. It stays present, allowing your pace to remain yours, respecting limits shaped by experience and sustained effort over time, alone now quietly. Looking back, you see how tiredness matured with you. It learned your rhythms. It softened your expectations. Memory does not dramatize this. It simply notices. Jesus notices too. Not as concern, but as recognition. He understands how fatigue can coexist with care, how showing up repeatedly leaves marks. These marks are not failures. They are evidence of a life consistently lived through years of quiet perseverance now and still present. Memory gives you permission to acknowledge how much you have carried. Not to release it, just to name it. Exhaustion becomes visible here. Jesus stands nearby in this visibility. He does not ask for optimism. He respects honesty. Identity remains whole. You are not reduced to effort, yet effort is honored. This moment holds that truth steadily, without movement, without expectation, simply allowing recognition to settle in silence now gently. Over time, memory stops asking when rest will come. It shifts toward understanding how you have lived. This understanding is calm. Jesus remains part of that calm, a presence that remembers without urgency. He recognizes the dignity of persistence. You are not late. You are not lacking. You are present within your own life, carrying history with steadiness, allowing tiredness to exist without needing justification or explanation from anyone else. This reflection ends without conclusion. Memory stays open. Jesus remains as quiet witness to all you have been. Exhaustion is neither corrected nor praised. It is simply known. You continue as yourself, shaped by time, effort, and presence. Nothing needs to resolve here. Recognition is enough. The night holds this gently, allowing you to exist without demand, remembered fully, continuing onward as you are within quiet, ongoing life, now always.